Matchups are fascinating. How they get Mara away from the basket will be a goal for St.
Avila, and then keep Mara closer to the basket so he can roam around.
1 out of 2 for Mara. This is where Mara's dangerous. He can get the fast break initiated. Cadeau, no look to the wing, and three-pointer is
for Michigan.
Play a 5-on-4. Burnett to Yaxel Lindeboard. Another one's good.
There's all of his basketball thoughts and schemes with. Coach May told me yesterday that the Church literally has all of his plays, his practice film, and knows all of his multiple times a week. And Coach Schertz told me he's someone I can really lean on for advice. But the mutual respect here could not be higher.
And great stuff, Allie. You know the difference is the height of your opponent. So we're going to see how this thing plays out.
Oh, there's a talent discrepancy for sure. Morrow in for the skyhook. And offensive board, Cadeau. Side of the head. Tell you what, though, Jimmy, 2 fouls early on. This is in the country. Their offensive rating, St. Louis, is 14. They're great defensively in the A-10.
You don't want to regulate him to the bench now. You don't want to trust what he is able to do on the court without picking up another foul. But yet, the offense is still going to operate. The beautiful thing
from Alabama, started at Texas Tech. He's Chicago native. And he is unable to hit.
Okay? 42 made field goals the other night. 27 assists.
Gotta let it ride with your guys.
That's right.
Avila misses a 3. Offensive rebound. Kellen Page just in the game. And Lindeborg knocked that off of Avila.
Mara inside.
Got to attack Avila here. He's got 2 fouls.
Yep.
Mara goes to work. Turnaround jump hook is true. What a player he's developed.
He's aggressive.
Avila's open again for 3. Unable to connect. And the baseball pass. Oh, okay! The athlete. Dunlap gives it right back. Avila returns a favor. Dunlap needed that. St. Louis, big bucket off the bench.
Yeah,
very charts, as Jimmy mentioned, because they make threes and they score at the rim. An analytics dream. On the chase is Thames. He's fouled. St.
Rushing the bat with Lindeboard.
That was amazing. The best to ever play the game are back for the Miles CLA. It's one thing you got to give Dusty May credit for, and the Wolverines. They spent their money wisely on picked up by Yaxel Lindeboard. Again, Dunlap from the wing. Got another one.
Billikens.
Look at those. Oh, Lindeboard couldn't catch and finish. Pass was perfect. Here goes McCautry, denied. Right there to recover his ball.
I mean, guard your man one-on-one. If you keep him under control, now we're not forced into help situation, giving up those open threes. And how about that beautiful out-of-timeout play open to knock it in to give Michigan his 2-point lead.
Brown takes the contact. Otieno puts the 2 teams that both won that made it to the dance out of the A-10. Here's Sharma, and he's fouled, and it...
Have the shot. If not, you move it, you drive it, do whatever. And this Billikens teams keeps you on your heels because they make...
On the board, here's McKinney. First run for Trey McKinney, the freshman. Cadeau, Sharma guards him. Cadeau, top bucket inside. Started at North Carolina, reclassified. He was a 17-year-old when he entered the mix. Three-pointer is good. McKinney right into the fray. McKinney getting downhill, lost the handle. And Johnson knocks it out of bounds. It'll be St. Louis ball. They missed a mismatch.
Yeah, OT, right time. Kept Mara out with the big shoulders. See, that's what I'm saying. A little bit further out, that shot first.
Missed by Michigan from beyond the arc. Will Cheddar, first minutes on the floor. He drives it. Cheddar with a strong finish with the right hand. Now Avila at the controls here. Michigan answering with a 7-0 run. McCautry stops Allen. Elliot Cadeau, again he drives. Johnson with a rebound and no basket. Cadeau hit the deck. The formative years playing tennis in Boca Raton, ended up going to Florida Atlantic, and that's where that connection really became
effective. Both are. Which one is going to win out this afternoon?
Cadeau with a foul. If you're
a little big that can spread the floor, initiate the offense, and shoot threes.
McCautry going into the trees, and Mara with another block. That was an Anderson, though. This is a big game, big moment.
Gave him a chance.
I saw Josh Scherzer didn't like it. And a three-pointer from Cano.
Josh Scherzer didn't like it. I tell you
Josh Scherzer's
about having officials like Jeffrey.
Gets on the board. He's got a three. He can really stroke it from out there. There's another guy.
To adjust his role on being on the perimeter, catching, blowing by his initial defender, and he's done an excellent job within the system. Speaking of which,
Nice move.
from the double digits, and where you're in a 3 or 4 possession game or 3, you know what I mean? Now Michigan is starting to find their life, but they missed the layup now.
To the basket here, so there's room to work inside for the Billikens, and the three-pointer falls again. He's a sharpshooter. Brady.
And there's another one inside. Johnson has him.
And McKinney takes it himself.
Play off 2 feet.
Behind the head. Avila's got time here. Shot clock down to 1. He puts up, and it's blocked. And what a stand by Michigan. They rise to their feet on that phenomenal story of improvement. Remember at North Carolina, he was unwilling to shoot. He shot 37% from three-point range this year. Dusty May opened him up.
They already had something in mind when they went to the table. And like Rasheed Wallace said,
Can't connect. 2:30 remaining in this first half. Up top, Lindeborg! Set up.
not that he has to shoot all the time, but you have to force a defense to have to respect that you're going to be able to do something. And speaking about respect, to the opposite side of the basket, it's easy money. You saw Lindeborg do the rest.
Paramount Plus. Daimara can't hit the second. And it
Grab that at all costs. All costs. Because now it costs you baton. If you're the Billikens, those are the plays you got to convert. And now you got to back in the game.
got the matchup he wants. Mara comes to show. McCautry off the glass. Went high with the arc. The arc shot down. Steal, Sharma.
That was a good one, bro.
Michigan turns it over. Arch Madness, Jimmy. Inside and a foul. Kevin Thames has been battling an illness. I know his pain. Sending unusual injuries. Chronic cramping in his lower legs. Just the composition to equal. Here's Sharma down. Otieno. Extra pass. Brown got it with a fadeaway.
The Billikens to get something positive. Young man, you're going to get that shot. And all he has to do is make one, Brian. You know that.
Saddled with 2 fouls, too.
You know, so that's the mindset.
You got it. Thanks so much.
Good stuff there from Ali LaForce. Inside first possession, it is Merez Johnson who scores for the stat sheet in that first half. In 15 minutes, 10 points. Had 4 blocks as well as McCautry coming off the Ali interview.
The Billikens had some clear lanes to success to the basket. It was he that took it away. Beautiful ball movement that time by Michigan, but they couldn't close it off. It's
another quarter 3 misses. So Michigan, a couple of opportunities. And now the sharpshooter Green. You get him going. Look out. Trey Green.
not a lot, but 40% from 3. You take that quick shot, and Billikens made you pay on the other end.
3-pointers are flying. This is Namari Burnett. That overwhelms. It is their speed. They are unlike any team in college basketball. That little turnaround jumper's nice from a Daimara.
Well, the 3, they complement each other. They can guard in space, and their ability to make plays off the dribble. There it is. It takes
Run down, though, by Green. Another chance here for St. Louis.
But I like the mindset. Continue to shoot those open shots. It benefits our offense. See, and Jones.
I'll tell you, those two have been going at it all game. Cadeau, nice find. Johnson, little pass fake, drives it. And that was well done. Footwork to start this half. Green drives, kicks. Avila. He's got another one. They told him to keep shooting. They saw the throttle put on him in the first half with the 2 fouls. This feels like Robbie Avila's second half now. Mara with a rim run.
Pass.
Green gets open. He didn't leave a whole lot of space. Nope. Got away from Lindeborg, who's on the run out now. The missed 3 and packs it down.
You know what that was? was? Never mind.
Jones gets around Johnson. Oh, the floater is good. You got to keep our eye out by the Billikens. Q Jones and a hot pass. No, got a foul. Cadeau with the grab. Though is Rob Wave. Yeah. The rapper Rod Wave is one of his favorites. That's where he got that. St. Louis with the ball. Big possession. Avila goes to the basket. Missed it with the Michigan Wolverines. Third overall #1 seed. They're trying to get to Chicago in the Sweet 16. That's going to be a travel. Trying to pin the on the bench right now for Michigan. Here's McKinney now for three. Got it. Smooth three-pointers. There goes Jones now. Late clock. Jones. Tough bucket right there.
Tough, man. These young men.
Jones has 7 all this half. St. Louis has got to know, and they got to feel that they're right in it right now. And secures.
You talked about the flow. It's a pretty clean game right now.
No, nothing clean about that. That's dirty.
Trying to help Sharma. I was a little too late.
Yaxel told a great story about no distractions, video games, even took the door off and said it's time to get serious. He's at UAB, and now he's turned into the Big Ten Player of the Year at Michigan. McKinney, extra pass, Lindeborg for three. On cue. Borg secures the rebound. He's all over the court right now. Gale drives it, is fouled. And free throws leading to a three-pointer.
Yep.
Gale hits the free throw. Only thing that tastes better than keep cheering on your team. I heard you do that Thursday.
Press, more so. There it is.
A steal, Burnett. Burnett going all the way. He'll put it in with the left hand, and Michigan starting to put 8.
And notice who's guarding Robbie that time. Is Lindeborg.
Here's Sharma. Catch and shoot, and he buries a 3.
Just like Sharma did and knock it in.
Lindeborg taking over the second half. He's got Odieno on him, and a foul.
Ooh.
Yaxel, one of 6 Wolverines to win the award, the first since Nick Stauskas. Freedom in his game, and to have this kind of success, it says a lot about a guy's development.
Well, it says a lot too, because he's doing a lot more and winning a lot more with this Michigan team.
Oh, one for the lob. It was denied, but a foul.
So, see if he's able to make Michigan pay. Yeah.
Cannot. CBS. In a day where they need everything to go well, and Thames missing
over is critical. Only 7 for the Billikens, 6 for Michigan.
Perez Johnson taking on all comers, and he's fouled. He took on the double. No chance he's coming off the floor at this point. Got a loss to Purdue. Lindeborg rolls his ankle, had the quick turnaround. If they survive the weekend here,
Lewis team can score in bunches. We've seen that.
Going up top, and it's Mara who sets up highlight. Thames. Oh, he did! Thames!
Arm. But good help that time.
Ball moves. Avila, no. Michigan secure.
But we're not going just directly to the post. We're going to shift to the post. We're going to shift the defense and then get our bigs deeper post position like that. Right there.
If they could finish this one off. They set a program record for games won by more than 20 points. Three-pointer is good as the
Michigan team, because they can beat you in so many different ways with so many different, doing a little bit of everything. The versatility in this team is what makes it.
But they're in the Midwest. They get a chance to go to Chicago for the Sweet 16 Elite 8, Final 4 in Indianapolis this year. As Lindeborg against those opponents with a point differential of 110 in 3 days as Lindeborg keeps it going. That was what
dominance to the 1990-91 UNLV Rebels, and how they dominated the non-conference and teams by the combination of everything. But that tournament,
yes,
I think sparked the
40. Next day they beat Auburn by 30. Next day, Michigan poised to notch their 33rd victory.
Overall, okay? 36 from 3. They shoot 75 from the free throw line, so at about 12. So the metrics, we saw it early. Brown got away with a travel. Talk about a complete team, and that may come as they advance because he's the secondary ball handler, especially on that second.
Michigan State and Louisville coming up next as we kick off round 2. Sharma for 3, and Cadeau with the rebound. St. Louis, it's going to come to last A-10 team standing. St. Louis gets the steal. Sharma lays it in. Benetti certainly upgraded his partner with Sarah Kustok. I want to thank Jason. Thanks, Jimmy, by the way. I appreciate that. It was a thrill watching you guys.
Traveled along with them, and not saying that St. Louis, that university known for basketball, didn't have success, but he brought a little something different with him. That you spent with your teammates.
Thames picks a pocket. You know he's ready to dunk, and that one is denied. Forget that win on Thursday against Georgia, and
you know what? It'd be interesting to see how much momentum Josh Urchin is.
Malik Cordell. There's Charlie. Oscar Goodman getting some minutes here. These guys have actually played a lot this year with all the blowout wins. Particular region in the East as we switch from the Midwest to the East here in Buffalo. Coming up next, as Michigan's going to put this one away. Maybe the last possession of the year for St. Louis. And Oscar denies him. And that'll take us to the finish line. And these great friends embrace Dusty May and Josh Schertz. And the Michigan Wolverines are headed to number 33. Ties a school record. Dusty May, first Michigan coach to reach the Sweet 16 in each of